What's going on, everyone? Welcome to your 40th Python tutorial. And in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to get help with built-in modules. Now in the last couple tutorials I showed you guys how to make your own modules, but there's also a lot easier way to get modules, and that's to use the built-in modules. Now there are a bunch of different modules that Python built in, and one of those, and one of the most common, is actually called math. So let's import math, and I'll show you guys a couple things to do with it. One of the functions that's built into the math module is a square root function. So to use this, just go ahead and put math.square root, then put a number, and it's going to return the square root of that number. This is just to show you guys that there's a bunch of different functions that are built into this module. But if you're saying, alright, how the heck was I supposed to know that square root function was built into that math module? Well, there's a built-in function that's in Python altogether that's used to find out all the things that a module contains, and this is the variables, the functions, other modules, and that built-in function is the dir, and it stands for a directory. And whenever you want to find out what information a module contains, just go ahead and put the name of that module after you imported it in the dir and go ahead and press enter. Now once you press enter, you're going to get a list of all this crap. And all of these things in here are what the module math contains. So again, to use that, put dir and then your module name as its parameter, and that's how you do that. And so you see all these names, but you don't really know what all of them mean. And if you're saying, alright, I don't know what fsum or radians or any of that does, so I need help even further to do that. Well, to do this you need another built-in function that's built into Python, and that's called the help function. dir tells you what the module contains, but help, with your parameters as your module, it tells you exactly what each function does. So let's go ahead and press enter, and it's going to give you a huge list of all of those function names and variable names and module names. But this time it's going to tell you exactly what each one does. So for example, say that you didn't know what tan2 does. Well, you just look after your help function, it says returns the arctangent in radians. Oh, alright. And if you know what all that stuff means, then good for you. And if you don't, oh, then you shouldn't be using it anyways. And it also gives you the list of variables and all that stuff. So again, that is how you use the dir function to get a list of everything that a module contains, and the help function to give you like a definition of what each function and variable and all that other stuff does in a module. And the last thing I want to tell you guys about is, if you want to just look at a module real easy and see what it does before you get to using it, there's something called __, let me get my cursor out of the way, doc, actually doc, stands for documentation __. And how you use this is you put the name of a module, such as math __doc __, and this is going to give you a quick documentation of the module. And it says this module is always available. Alright, so what does it do? It provides access to the mathematical functions. So it pretty much gives access to mathematical functions defined by the C standard. So unless you don't want to go through all that problem, this is a way to give you a quick summary of what the module is all about. So again, that is how you use import functions that already exist, modules that already exist in your Python language, how to use the dir function to find out all the things a module contains, how to use the help function to give you guys a detailed look of what each function does, and also how to use the built-in doc to give you guys documentation of whatever module you're looking at. So that's your quick tutorial in modules. And just to show you guys one more thing real quick, whenever you use dir with built-in math, you're going to come across a list of these things, a list of names. The one with underscores and right here, those are the ones that you don't usually use in programming. These are the ones like cosine, pi, power, radians. Those are the ones that you're going to use typically. The doc is pretty much stuff like help and name. These are kind of like things that you wouldn't normally use. So again, that's just a little other tidbit of information, since when you're looking at these, wondering how to use it in your program, just don't worry about it. So again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to teaching you something in the next tutorial.